Friends, sisters and brothers, I bring you solidarity greetings from trade unionists across the border in Derbyshire, in Chesterfield. Like South Yorkshire, we're a former mining community who in the 80s got fucked over by Thatcher, and we're not going to have it again from another right-wing Tory government. Now I want to tell you two stories of two villages just a few miles away in North Derbyshire. You see, when Jen spoke earlier, she said that many of us woke up on Friday morning and cried, and absolutely that's right. We felt sick to the stomach to the idea of 5 more years of Tory government. But I tell you, one person who lives not far from here woke up on Friday morning with a bigger smile on his face. And that man's name is Mike Ashley. He's the boss of Sports Direct. That is the sweatshop 0 hours. And he woke up on Friday morning £99 million richer. The share price in Sports Direct went up by 4.7% overnight from Thursday to Friday, and Mike Ashley is £99 million richer because he knows, he thinks he knows, he can go on using slave labour, 0 hours contracts, exploiting people in Sharbrook. And that's why we're going to take the fight to Mike Ashley in Sharbrook in North Derbyshire. He's having a shareholders meeting in a few months' time. Unite the community. We're going to have a fantastic campaign to drive out 0 hours contracts from austurity. So Mike Ashley and what he does in Sharbrook represents the despair, the shit of what this system does to us. I want to tell you another story about another village in North Derbyshire, in the mining communities, which tells a very different story, a story about how we need now to fight. And that's the mining village of Claycross, just south of Chesterfield. You see, we have a problem, don't we? And one of the previous speakers mentioned it. We're standing here in front of a council building run by a Labour council. I tell you, I prefer to have a Labour council than a Tory council. But I'm sorry, if a Labour council is going to implement Tory cuts, then something's got to be done about it. In Derbyshire, we've got a Labour-controlled Derbyshire County Council, and they're sacking the lollipop ladies. Can you imagine it? Sacking the school crossing patrols. That's outrageous. We've got a fantastic campaign. We've got campaigners here from North Derbyshire who've done a fantastic campaign. Tens of thousands of signatures. We're on the streets fighting that cutback. But Claycross tells the story, because in 1972 we had a right-wing Tory government, and they tried to drive through the equivalent of a then bedroom tax. It was called the Housing Finance Act. It pushed council rents up. And what did those Labour councillors in Claycross do? Did they say, I'm sorry, we've got no alternative, we don't want to cut, we've got to? No! They refused on principle to implement the cut. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. 11 councillors got disbanded, debarred from office by the Tories. You know about Dennis Skinner, our man down the road? You know Dennis? Dennis has two brothers, David and Graham, good friends of mine from North Derbyshire. They were disbanded. So what did the people of Claycross do? They voted in 11 more councillors who again refused to implement the cuts. The Tories then sent in commissioners to run Claycross to implement the cuts. Everybody refused to pay the increased rent, and they had to go back to London with their tails between their legs. That's a story of resistance and inspiration, and that's what we need from our Labour councils. When the Tories come knocking, saying you've got no alternative but to implement the bedroom tax, you've got no alternative but to sanction people, we need our Labour councillors to get some guts to stand up for our communities and to fight back. And that fight back starts here today. It starts with these fantastic rallies we've had today. These events are taking place in towns and cities across this country. I want to echo one thing, many speakers have said it. but it needs to be said again. On the 20th of June, we need everybody in London for the biggest monster demonstration against austerity that will really, really put a rocket under our campaign to make sure we're not going to have 5 years of Tory rule. They're a weak government with a small majority. If we organise, we can win. Because when they say cut back, we say fight back. When they say cut back, we say fight back.